A developer so angry at Sony, he's willing to speak out against some of their policies and burn some bridges. Stay with me. In a lengthy thread, Ian Gardner said he may burn some bridges because he's so frustrated with Platform X, a console maker that he makes very clear is not Microsoft or Nintendo, which leaves Sony. We're going to read what he said and then we will discuss what it could possibly mean. He said, quote, "Okay, I am mad enough to burn some bridges because honestly, what's the point of a bridge that I am not allowed to cross? So here is a thread about Platform X. I will not be defining Platform X, but it's the operator of a very successful console and does not have Game Pass," which of course leaves Sony or Nintendo, but clearly he's not talking about Nintendo. He goes on to say that Platform X gives developers no ability to manage their games. In order to get promotion, you must jump through hoops, beg and plead for any level of promotion, and a blog is not as good as they think it is. If Platform X doesn't like your game, no fanfare, no feature, no love. He goes on to say there is nothing you can do to fix this. Wish lists have no effect, so all your personal marketing means nothing to Platform X. All that matters is their evaluation. How is this evaluation done? He says he doesn't know. They don't share that, nor will they share the value they ascribe to your game. So before you launch, you need to 1. Develop the game for Platform X. 2. Get through their incredibly difficult lock check spread over 3 generations of back-end software. 3. Submit a Platform X specific trailer. 4. Write a Platform X blog. And 5. Submit multiple forms for social media. He goes on to say, and 3 and 4, you need to go through an account manager. When asked how to get an account manager, he was told, "I'm not sure. They are assigned by resources." And as we know, there's no way to know what resource level you have been assigned. By the way, you cannot even do a launch discount without their approval, and it is very limited. That's right. You can't do the thing that every other platform does, meaning the Platform X owners will always get the worst deals. But don't worry, there is a way to guarantee you get featured. All you need to do is spend a very reasonable minimum of $25,000 to get featured. And then 30% of your subsequent earnings. What a bargain. Now, when your game is on the platform, likely without any support from Platform X, you may think no problem. I can sync up discounts on Platform X with Steam and others. Wrong. Discounts are invite only, and invites are also very limited. It's been literal years since we can put a title of ours in discount, and I spoke to some very popular devs today, and they had the same experience. So even if your game does well at launch and thrives on other platforms, you may still never be invited. Why? Who knows, he says. In conclusion, Platform X is a super successful and awesome hardware, but their back end and process is straight out of the early 2000s. I have no idea how to succeed on this platform, and they won't tell me. Even if I do succeed, they may screw me anyway. So for any gamers who have wandered in here, next time you're unhappy with your game never being discounted on Platform X or a game you want not launching on Platform X, please go and complain to Platform X. So let's discuss what this could mean. Now, I know Sony and the PlayStation haven't been known for quality customer service for quite some time. But if this is the way that developers are being treated behind the scenes, it's not a good look. Now, let's keep in mind that this is probably the developer of a very small game, possibly an indie game, and there are plenty of studios that are extremely happy with working with Sony and the PlayStation, most notably Housemarque and Insomniac. Insomniac getting $323 million for their company, which is a complete and total steal. They could have gotten much more on the open market. That indicates that They like Sony, they like working with PlayStation, and they want to be part of that family. So I think what this developer's talking about is, sure, the big guys get all the attention, but the little guys need to jump through hoops, and it's almost impossible for them to be featured on PlayStation. And I think that's a real shame, and clearly this is a real problem. Now, PlayStation for a long time has been fans of indies, has been supporters of indies. You remember that early PlayStation 4 press conference where they featured almost nothing but indies. Again, probably because they didn't have anything really big or AAA to highlight. However, there are a lot of great indie games. Everyone's Gone to the Rapture is one of them. I absolutely love that game on the PlayStation 4 when that released. And there was another one, I forget what it was called. It was the interplay between light and shadow contrast. I believe that's what it was called, and it did come to the Xbox, and the studio who did that game, Microsoft, acquired. So, in terms of what this developer is talking about, it does sound absolutely ridiculous. $25,000 to be featured. I mean, it's incredible. Having to, lock check your content over 3 generations of back-end software, create your own trailer, write a blog, submit multiple forms for social media. That's after you just develop the game. So it is a bit insane. And I think this is an indication probably of Sony being a little bit too high up on the horse. Whenever you're doing extremely well, and again, there's no competition, stuff like this is going to happen. But I think with Microsoft making all these acquisitions, and again, the 2 acquisitions that Sony just made, the competition is going to heat up. And the people that are going to need to be taken care of the best are going to be those developers. So I think that times are going to change when it comes to how they're treated on the PlayStation and on the Xbox. And just my own observation, if Sony's talking about their strategy of fostering talent over time, working with studios, watching them go from small games to medium games to AAA games, helping them along the way with some cash, if they're talking about that being the strategy, then why would they treat these smaller studios this way? Because ultimately, some of these smaller studios today are going to turn into the Insomniacs of tomorrow. So why would you treat them like this? I thought this was incredibly interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about this. I think it's great that this developer had the balls to speak up. He knows he's going to burn some bridges, but it sounds like he's had enough. Think about liking and subscribing and sharing this video out on your favorite social media platform of choice. I need you to help me grow this channel. And I'll see you in the next video.